Hey, hi guys. So in this session, we will understand the concept of hash table class. So this hash table class implements a hash table which maps keys to values, and it inherits dictionary class and implements the map interface. Right? This hash map also implements this map interface, and this hash table class also can implement this map interface, right? So first we will understand the main points of this hash table class. So there are some points which you need to remember for this hash table class. So as we know, it is a similar to hash map, but it is synchronized, right? Why we are saying it is similar to hash map? Because here also we are going to store key and value pair, right? That is called entry, but all the methods will be synchronized in hash table. And second point, it is saying hash table stores key and value pair in hash table, right? And third point, it is saying hash table class contains unique element. So here duplicate keys will not be allowed, right? And the fourth point, it is saying the initial default capacity of hash table class is 11, whereas load factor is 0.75. Means initial capacity will be 11 and load factor will be 0.75. And null is not allowed for key and value both. So under hash table, null key and null values both are not allowed, right? Under hash table. So these are the main points which you need to remember for hash table. Now we will see the difference between hash map and hash table. So here we have few differences between both. So hash map is not synchronized, but hash table is synchronized, right? And second point, none of the methods is synchronized under hash map, right? But under hash table, all the methods will be synchronized. So here I have written here, every method is synchronized under hash table, right? So same method we will use, whichever method we have seen under hash map, same method we will see under hash table. The only difference will be there, under hash map methods was not synchronized, but all the methods is synchronized under hash table, right? So coding wise you won't be able to see any difference, but internally it is synchronized. Third point, it is saying multiple threads can operate simultaneously, and hence hash maps object is not thread safe, right? So why it is saying it is not a thread safe? Because it is not synchronized. Since it is not synchronized, your operation will be faster than hash table. But in hash table, third point saying at a time only one thread is allowed to operate the hash table's objects, hence it is thread safe, right? So since it is a thread safe, it won't be allowed multiple threads. So at a time only one thread is allowed to operate, right? And the fourth point, it is saying null is allowed for both key and value. So as we have seen under hash map, one null key was allowed and multiple null values, but under hash table, null key and null value both are not allowed, right? So these are the difference between hash map and hash table class. Now we will see the methods of hash table. So same methods will be there which was there under hash map class. So first method we have put method, right? So if you want to store any entry, then you can use put method. And if you want to store collection of entries, then you can use put all method. And if you want to remove particular key, then you can use remove method. And if you want to search any particular key, then you can use contains key method. And if you want to search any particular element, then you can use contains value method, right? And if you want to check whether your hash table is empty or not, then you can use a method is empty. And if you want to check the size of hash table, then you can use this size method, clear method to clear all the elements. And this key set, if you want to return all the key in one set, then you can use key set method. And if you want to see all the values which are associated with these keys, then you can use values method. If you are using values method, then it will return all the values in one set. And this entry set, it is used to return all the entry which you have stored under hash table class. It will return all the entries in one set. And get key, if you want to get particular key, then you can use get key method. And if you want to get any particular value, then you can use get value method. And if you want to set some any particular value, then you can use set value method, right? So these are 14 methods which we are going to see through practically through coding, right? So same method we have seen under HashMap class as well. And the only difference is these methods is not synchronized under HashMap, but these method is synchronized under HashTable class. But we won't able to see any difference through coding, right? But internally it is synchronized. So now we have a project collection framework. Under collection framework, we will create one class. Under this map interface concept package, we will create one class with the name of HashTable demo. Now we will create one main method. See, so there are many ways to create an object under hash table, right? There are many ways. So we will see one by one. So if you want to store the element, dynamic element, then you can use hash table. We can create like this, hash table, and then you can use reference variable. Reference variable, you can take anything new and then hash table. So if you want to store any dynamic entries, then you can use like this. Now we will have to import this class. So we will have to write import java.util package. So how we can store the elements? This reference variable dot put. Now we can use any key and then value pair. So value I will take as a string. Let's say I'm taking a string aria. So this is the first entry. This is one entry. This is second entry, third entry, fourth entry, fifth entry. It contains unique element, unique key, and value could be duplicate, but key will be unique only. So I will keep it unique. If I put duplicate element, then it will print only unique values. Let me show you. If I'll execute this program, then it will return only unique key. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have used 5 key, but out of 5 key, 3 keys are duplicate, right? It is removing these 2 duplicate keys and values, right? So value could be duplicate, but key should be unique only, right? So it is printing only unique key. So now I will keep it unique key 4, 5. Values could be duplicate. If I'll print here, then now it will print all of them. See, right? It is printing all of them. Now we can change the value as well. Let's say I'm putting here Bindu, Anuja, and fourth value I'm taking, let's say Kim, Smith, right? So these are the key and value pair, right? So if I'll run this program, then it will print all of them, right? Now this is the one way, right? Now I will create one another object. How we can create? Hash table hs is equal to new hash table. So this is one another way. This is one. So we have seen this one. Now we will see this one. But output will be same. If I'll run this program, then it will give also the same output, right? So this is the second way where we have defined a type as well, integer key and string value. Now, if you want to declare initial capacity as well, then you can also do that. How we can do it? Hash table. I will write a syntax first. So hash table. Here we can define key, comma, value, right? And then reference variable. After that is equal to new hash table. And here also we can define type, that is key, comma, value. And after that we can define the initial capacity. So initial capacity will be in integer, so we can define here type int, and then we can write initial capacity, right? So this is a syntax only. This is a syntax. How we can use, let me show you. So we can use like this. We can, this is a syntax. Let me write here syntax. Here we can define initial capacity. So let's say I want to declare initial capacity 4, right? So our initial capacity will be now 4. So this is the syntax and this is the example. This is how you can define the initial capacity, right? So if I'll run this program, then it will also give the same output, right? It is giving the same output, but initial capacity will be 4 only, right? And after that, automatically it will increase, right? Now I will show you one another way when you want to declare initial capacity as well as load factor. Then how you can do that? So you can declare the same way as we have this one declared. I will comment this one. See. So again, hash table, reference variable, new hash table. Now here we can define the size int size, as well as we can define fill ratio. Fill ratio means load factor we can define. So fill ratio and load factor both are the same, right? So it will be in float fill ratio. So this is the syntax. This is a syntax. How we can use, let me show you. So if you want to use, then you can define like this. Hash table, key will be integer, value will be string, reference variable, new hash table, and here we can define initial capacity. So initial capacity I will take 4 only, and then load factor we can define. So how we can define the load factor? So by default our load factor is 0.75. So we can give some any other load factor. Let's say I am giving 80.5, right? And it will be in float. So we can define here f, right? So you can create an object like this as well, right? So here I have defined the initial capacity, and then I also have given the load factor. So if I'll run this program, then it will also give the same output. See, it is also giving the same output. So these are the different ways to create an object. So as per your requirement, you can create an object like this. So I have showed you all of them, right? So any of them you can use it, right? So as of now, I'm going to use this one. This one. See, it is also giving the same output. as I have showed you, right? Now we will see the methods one by one. So if you want to put, we already have seen this put method we have seen. If you want to add group of entry, then you can use this put all method. Now we will see the remove method. So remove st dot remove, and let's say I want to remove this 105 key. So after removing, if I'll print output, print the statement, see. So this 105 key and value pair got deleted, right? See here. So earlier it was like this, Smith 105 key and Smith value was there. Now it has been deleted, right? So by using value, you cannot remove. So if you want to remove any particular value, then you will have to use the key only. So by using the key, you can remove the element, right? Now we will see another method, contains key. So if you want to search any particular value, I will write here contains key method. It is used for the searching key, right? So how we can search? st dot, st is a reference variable, st dot contains key. Here we have contains key. Now let's say I want to search this 103, then I will put here. So since it is available here, it will return true, right? So this contains key, it will return either true or false. Sys out. So if it is available, then it will return true. And if it is not available, then it will return false. See, it is returning true because it is available, right? And if I'll give any particular key which is not available, it is returning true, right? And now I will provide here 5. See, 105 we have removed here, right? Now if I want to search 105, then it will return false because we have already removed, right? Now it is not available. See, it is returning false because that 105 key is not available. So we have seen contains key. Now we will see contains value method. So if you want to search any particular value, then you can use contains value method, searching any value. So same, sys out reference variable dot contains value. So here we can pass any particular value. So let's say I want to pass this scheme, whether this scheme is available under this hash table or not. So if it is available, then it will return true, else it will return false. So since it is available, it is returning true, right? Now I'll give some other name which is not available. Let's say I'm giving here Rekha. Since Rekha is not available, see, Rekha is not available, so it will return false. Now it is returning false. So we have seen contains key and contains value method. Now we can see is empty method as well. So it will return either true or false as well. So how we can check? Sys out st dot is empty method. So if hash table is an empty, then it will return true. And if hash table is not an empty, then it will return false. See, so this hash table, right? This hash table is not an empty because it has some values. So now it is going to return, if I'll run this program, then it will return false because it is not an empty. See, it is returning false, right? Because it contains some values which we have stored. Now we can see the size method as well. How we can check the size method? Sys out hash table reference variable dot size method we can see. If I'll run this program, then it will return the size. It is returning 4 because here we have stored 5 entries, but out of 5 we have removed this fifth one. So after removing, it is returning 4, right? We have seen the size method as well. Now we can see the clear method as well. So if I'll use the clear method, then it will clear all the values which we have stored under hash table. It will clear all the entries. Let's see. Dot clear, right? After clearing, if I'll print, then it will return empty list. See, it is returning empty list because it has been deleted now. It has cleared now, right? Now I will comment this, otherwise it will return empty list. Now we will see key set method. Key set method is used for the returning all the keys in one set. All keys in one set. So how we can use this key set method? So here only sysout st dot we can use key set method. So once you will use key set method, it will return all the keys which are available here. 101, 102, 103, 104. It will return all the keys which are available. See, it is returning all the keys in one set, right? If I'll use values, then it will return all the values which are associated with the keys. st dot value, this values method. Next one we have values, right? So now we are going to see this values method. So if I'll run this program, it will return all the values which are available. After that we have entry set method. So we can see the entry set method. So entry set method is used to return all the entries which are stored under hash table class, right? How we can use this entry set method? System.out.println reference variable dot we can call to this entry set method. So if I run this program, then it will return all the entries, which is key and value pair. See, this is a key, this is a value. So this is a combination of key and value pair that is called entry. So it is returning all the entry in one set, means all the key and value pair in one set. So we have seen entry set method as well. Now we will see the get key method. If you want to get particular key, then you can use this get key. How we can use this get key? Sysout st dot get key. Let's say I am giving key 104, then it will return the value of this key. So whatever the value is associated with this key, it will return the value. See, it is returning Kim because Kim is associated to 104 key, right? Now we will see the get value. So how we can use the get value method? So I will show you how to use, right? So let's say this entry set is returning all the entry in one set, right? But if you want to return all the entries individually, then how we can use it? So for returning individually, we will have to use for each loop, right? So here I will use the for each loop to return all the entries individually, right? So how we can return? We will have to use this entry set. So this entry set we will store in one reference variable. A reference variable will be entry. right? So all the entry set means all the entries will store under this entry reference variable, right? And this now we will have to define type of this entry. So type will be map dot entry. So I will remove this, and here I will again define entry. See, so all the entries which was available under this, right? All the entries which it has written, right? So all the entries now it will store under entry reference variable, and this is a type of entry. So after this, if I'll print this out, this reference variable dot get key, so I will get all the keys by using this get key method. After this, we can give some space here, and then we can use entry dot get value. So this is how you can use get value method. This get value method here you can use. So what it will do, it will return all the keys one by one, and whatever the value is associated with this key, it will get all the value, right? So if I'll run this program, I'll give some statement here so that it will be clear. So I'll write here returning key and value pair, that is called entry individually. So if I'll run this program, then see it is returning all the key and value individually. See, returning key and value pair, that is called entry individually, right? So see, it is returning all the key one by one, and whatever the value is associated with this key, it is returning values as well. So this is how you can use get value method, right? So same, if you want to return all the values and these keys, then you can use here for each loop for everything, right? Here also you can use for each loop if you want to return all the keys individually. Then how we can use, so keys will be in integer, so I will define here type int, and here we can give some reference variable, that is key. You can give anything, right? And now I will copy this and paste it here, right? It means this all the key will store under this key reference variable, and now we will print here key. So what it will do, it will print one by one. So here I will give some statement printing keys individually. See, I'll run this program. See, earlier it was returning all the keys in one set, but now printing keys individually one by one. Same for values. In values as well, if you want to print individually, then again you can use for each loop. So value will be in string, right? See, so all the values will be in a string, right? So here type we will define a string, and here we can say we can give the reference variable value, and all the values we are storing under value reference variable, and here we can print, and here we can give some statement so that it will be clear. This out returning all values individually. See here, earlier it was returning in one set, but now it is returning individually, right? So this is how you can use for each loop for all key set. So if you want to return all the key in one set, then you can use a key set method. If you want to return individually, then you can use for each loop, same for values and same for entries. Now how to read all entries, or we can say all values. So as we have seen this for each loop, right? For reading an element we have seen by using for each loop. Now we have one another method which is iterator method. So by using iterator method we can read all the elements. So here I will use, this is a get method, right? So I will comment this. For reading an element, here I am writing reading an elements, or you can say entries using iterator method. So how we can use iterator method? I'll give some message here also. Sys out reading an elements using iterator method. So what we will have to do? So entry set we will have to store under set. So here we have entry set, right? It means all the entries will store under set. So st dot entry set. Now we are storing in one reference variable, that is s, and return type will be set. Why we are using set return type? This set is also belongs from java.util package. So why we are storing under set in set? Because each entry set means each entry, each key will be unique, right? So set returns unique element only, right? So we are storing under set interface. After that, so here all the entries we have stored under this s reference variable. Now we will have to iterate one by one. So how we can iterate? By using iterator method. So we can use like this, s, this reference variable, s dot, we can call iterator method. Here we have iterator method, we can use it, and we can store in one reference variable, that is itr. And here we can define type, that is iterator class. This is a type, right? For looping we can use while loop. So if element will be there, then it will check one condition, itr, this itr dot has next. What it will do? It will check if entry is available, then it will iterate, and it will check the condition. If it is available, then it will move into the, it will print, here it will print, let me give one more statement here, this iterator dot next. So if this condition is true, then it will move into the next line. So how it will move? Let me store in one entry, and type will be map dot entry. Map dot entry is a type, right? Entry, and this is a reference variable. Here we will have to define. So it is asking us to typecast. Here we will have to typecast entry, right? Now what we can do? We can print the elements. How we can print? System.out.println, and we can copy this entry. First we will have to get the keys, and after that whatever the values are associated with these keys, we will have to get values as well. Get value, right? So what it will happen, all the entries will store under this set, right? And if it is available, it will iterate, it will go and check. If it is available next entry, then it will iterate and it will check the condition has next. If it is available, then what it will do, it will go and check the entry, and after that it will get the key and moved in, it will get the key and value associated with this key, and it will print it. So if I run this program, see, it is returning all the key and value pair. So in between key and value pair, if you want to put any special character like is equal to, then you can give is equal to as well. It is returning along with this special character equal to. So I hope you understood this iterator method as well. By using iterator method, how to read an element, right? So it's a quite simple only. This is a entry set which returns all the entry in one set. So we are storing all the entries under this set interface, and by using iterator class and iterator method, we are storing all the entries under itr, so that it will iterate one by one. And here we are checking the condition. If iterator is if element if entries is available, if entries is available, then it will check the condition. If it is a true, then it will go and it will move into the next line, and it will get all key and all values which is associated with this key, right? So this is how you can read an element by using iterator method. And if you want to read an element by using for each loop, then you can use like this. So for each loop is quite simple than this iterator method. So whatever you feel comfortable, you can use it to read an element. So now we have completed the hash table class as well. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me. Thank you for watching.